So, players, it's the Big Bows back again from a little hiatus. I haven't uploaded deck profile since I won the extravaganza with the Eldritch Invoked Dragoon deck profile.
And today marked a very special day because our real locals is finally back after over a year.
Yeah, probably a year. And I thought, okay, my favorite deck in the entire game just got support. And I managed to gather all the cards for it, so I wanted to playtest it a bit. Cool. It's the first time that I play with the cards. I haven't playtested it with the new support, but I got 7th place at the locals, where I lost the last round, game 3 against the new Lyra Lusk Tri-Brigade deck, where we went into time and he won because he had swung with the one that can attack directly. But I would have killed him the next turn, but time was called and it happens.
Yeah, and to those of you who wants to know, we were around 24 players, I believe.
Yeah, so it's not the biggest local, but I think everyone there played like very, very meta decks.
Yeah.
I only played against like meta decks all day, like Drytron, Bird Up deck, Dragon Link, and PKs.
All right. Well, interesting. Let's see your list.
Yeah, we have a clear wing field center and a clear wing mat. We have wind sleeves and World Legacy extra deck sleeves. And my favorite deck in the game is Speedroids.
Ah, yes. I wonder what your favorite card is.
Yeah, I wonder. But yeah, Speedroid is my favorite deck, and I bought some boxes for the Synchro Storm just to get the cards early. I didn't want to pre-order them. And I got actually everything I needed. I'm needing one of the Synchros in the extra deck, because I played 2 of them initially, but I still got one of them and it worked out. But I thought I want to show you my, for fun, locals deck.
Let's see it.
Yeah. So of course the one Terra top.
In ulti as well.
Yeah, I had to get it in ulti when I saw it announced. Yeah, I think everyone knows what Terra top does.
Yeah.
And then we play, you guys know him as the Brick, but in this deck he's actually quite insane. If you control the wind monster, you special summon him. It's the effect you all know. But you can tribute him to special summon a Speedroid tuner from the deck. So that's actually quite insane. You can get any tuner from the deck as well.
It's like a reverse Speedroid package from back in the days.
Yeah, you play 1 and 3. But ideally you would play 3 of this, but Then you play 3 of the new cards, Speedroid Hound.
What does this one do?
It Foolish Burials any Speedroid card on normal summon. So you Foolish Burial the new trap, which is a kind of a level eater. And except the turn it's into the graveyard, I can shuffle I can banish this card, shuffle 1 Speedroid monster from the graveyard into the main deck, and then special summon a Speedroid Synchro monster from extra deck with the same level. So if I shuffle a level 5 into the deck, then I can summon a level 5 from the extra deck for free.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's the main starter. I play 5 normal summons in total that you want to start your turn off with. Marble Machine is just a Stratos on normal summon. The Pendulum effect doesn't matter. He's just searching a Speedroid monster on normal summon. And I play 3 of this and only 2 of him, because this one doesn't eat up extenders to make the Link monster, where Marble Machine does. You have to get a Speedroid monster, for example, Takentomborg or something, that to make the Link monster, and that way you have less extenders to play with. So I like Hound better than Marble Machine.
Yeah, okay.
When we get the Speedroid Scratch, which is basically just side binding for Speedroids, I would play 3 of this because it unbricks your hand quite a lot.
Oh, this can search any Speedroid card?
Yeah, Speedroid monster.
Okay.
But it's just a combination of a Speedroid Scratch.
Okay.
And then for tuners, we play 2 Red-Eye Dice, 2 Card Turbo, and 2 Denden Daigo Duke. Red-Eye Dice is the most broken one. It says when it's normal or special summon, you can target 1 other Speedroid monster with a level. You can choose a level from 1 to 6, and that Speedroid monster becomes that level. So it helps modify your Speedroid monster's level quite well, so you can make all kind of plays. Card Turbo is just an extender. You can special summon from the hand if you control the wind monster. And you can banish it from the grave, so your wind monsters gain 800 attack. I use this quite a lot with Chambara to OTK. And then Duke is a card you want in the grave as fast as possible. It doesn't have an on-field or hand effect, but its grave effect is you can banish it from the graveyard to special summon a tuner monster from a Speedroid tuner monster from your deck. No, not deck, a grave or hand. You can make a combo where you open up double Crystal Wing and Baroness, but you need this in the grave to do that.
Alright.
Yep. And then for kind of extended 2W, most list only play one. It says when it's normal summon, you can special summon level 3 or lower Speedroid from your grave. You use it for the combo with the Link monster where you hopefully send the Terra Top and then normal summon this and revive the Terra Top to get a search. Most playlists only play one because you only need one for the common, but I like the second one for the grind game.
Okay, fair enough.
And then for the last Speedroid monster, I play one Rubber Band Shield. It's just an extender that says if you could special summon a Speedroid monster, you can special summon this from a hand. And when special summon, I can target one monster my opponent controller loses 600 attack. It's just a level 5 extender that you can make, which I have a level 8 synchro in my extra deck that is quite broken going second. So this helps a lot. And also with the Hound that can shuffle this in, I'm able to summon the Chambara for free.
Okay.
And then win. You play this, I know it's a -1, but you want to see your starters and you can search Terra Top with it, so it's quite broken.
Yeah, it's pretty much good in almost all the win decks.
Yeah, and also if you have the Daiko Duke, the one that banishes to spread something from grave, you have a pretty good start. And then just for trap, I only play Ash because I play board breakers like droplets and tactics instead.
Reasonable.
That's it for the monsters. For spells, the new Speed Wheel.
What does this one do?
It's the new Speedroid card, which is one of the only good die roll cards in the game right now. It says I roll a die, and then I special summon Speedroid monsters equal to the amount that I roll. So if I roll a 6, I can, or it's only 1 or 2 Speedroid monsters from the deck. So if I roll a 6, I can summon a level 4 and a 2, 2 level 3s, a level 1 or 5, and etc. And I can also, if I roll a 1, it also says I can summon up to 2 monsters. So I can also just, if I get really unlucky, only summon the red eye dash from the deck. And then I lose 500 life points equal to the roll I rolled. So if I rolled like a 3, I lose 1,500. And like it just helps play through hand traps, and it makes your boards way better. This is one of the best cards that the deck got.
Okay.
And then this is Monster Reborn for Speedroids, and except the turn it's sent to the graveyard, I can banish it to add a Speedroid monster from the graveyard back to hand, so it helps in the grind game, getting back like W or Terra Top.
Yeah. And
then for board breaking, of course, free droplet.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, ulti. I might consider playing Dark Ruler no more instead, because Speedroid can't really afford losing 3 to 4 cards against combo deck, because you need like 2 to 3 cards to play. And then of course, because we have combo deck tactics, really insane card.
Yeah.
I didn't like it at first, but then I started playing it more in combo decks, and it is quite insane. And then for one-offs, I play Call by the Grave, Monster Reborn, and 1-for-1. I'm playing 41 cards right now. I think I want to cut this because it didn't really come up at all the entire day. And sometimes I just had like pure spell hand where this was like worthless. And then Monster Reborn, Call by the Grave are just like great. And then for the Trap card in the combo deck.
That's also one of the new ones.
Yeah. It's the card you send off Hound, where it says if it's in the graveyard, you can target one Speedroid monster in your graveyard, reduce its level by 1, and then special summon this card as a level 1 tuner. So it's like level eater, but the effect is only once per duel, so you mostly just use it at the first thing in the duel. And on field, it's a compulse.
Okay.
So it's not even like bad if you draw it. And the compulse effect is not once per turn. So if you draw multiples, you have a double compulse by banishing 1 wind from the grave.
That sounds pretty good.
Yeah, so it's an extender in the grave and an interaction on the field. That's it for the main deck, 41 cards. I think I might want to cut the 1-for-1 for either Foolish Burial or just cut it down to 40.
Okay.
And maybe siding the droplets instead of maining them.
Yeah.
Yeah. For extra deck, one of the most broken cards in the extra deck, Rubber Band Shoot, it requires 2 wins, and it has 2 effects, and they're both quite insane, all of them. The first one is that I banish a wind synchro monster from my extra deck, and then I reveal 2 Speedroid monsters with different names where the levels equal up to the level of the synchro monster I banished. So if I banish level 7, I could reveal W, which is level 4, and Terratop, which is a level 3. And then I randomly add one of them to my hand, and the other one goes to the grave. So it's a Foolish Burial and a Rota. And it also has the effect that it can give me an extra normal summon for a wind monster.
Okay.
Again, most decks I've seen only play 1, but it actually came up like 4 times where they veilered the search effect, and then I just made another one with this one and another extender, and then I used the extra normal summon effect. So I think 2 is definitely optimal. And then for synchros, I play Cork Shooter, which I wish I had 2 of, but 1 worked out fine. This is also like a really insane card. It says that on summon, I can either choose between 2 effects. I either add a Speedroid spell trap from my deck to my hand, so either the Compulse or like the double E-Tailer. You can't add Speed Recovery because it's not a Speedroid card, it's just speed.
Yeah.
Or I didn't really use that effect all that much. The main effect that I used it for is that if all the materials from this are in the graveyard, I can summon them back with their effects. So you just get 2 more free bodies on the field. So if you made like with the red eye dice that can modulate levels, you can make red eye dice make anything that you made this one with a level 6, synchro the red eye dice and the level 6 into Wind Pegasus, and then make Wind Pegasus and this into Baroness.
Okay.
So this is like one of the most broken support cards that the Speedroid archetype got. Like just in general, the Speedroid archetype got very, very good cards. One Metal Marcher, because there's a combo where you make double Crystal Wing and Baroness, where you need this to revive this back. Hagoita. I contributed from the field to make every monster on the field gain 1 level, but I don't really use that effect. The main effect is that I can special summon this card from the graveyard if I control a Speedroid tuner monster once per turn.
Okay.
Which comes up quite a lot, just to make double Crystal Wing if your hand is kind of weak. Then I play Chambara for the OTK.
Yeah, obviously.
Also, it has an effect when it's into the graveyard. I can add a banish Speedroid monster from my banish zone to my hand. So if I've like banished, I don't know, the Hound to summon a monster from the extra deck, or the Den Daiko, you can add it back. So it actually comes up sometimes, but you need the extra materials. Then for level 6s, I just play the Virtual World. I think it's the best one to cracking boards. You also sometimes need a level 6 for the Link to add like Takentenborg or the Dendaiko Duke. And this was like the best one. And then for level 7s, Wind Pegasus. The effect to pop back row comes up, and also just the graveyard is pretty good. Fast Dragon says that you can target one face-up special summoned one monster special summon from the extra deck and negates effect and attacks becomes 0. And it's if it gets destroyed by battle card effect, you can place it in the pendulum scale. And its pendulum effect is that if you have a Speedrun monsters, 1 tuner and 1 non-tuner, you can destroy them, and then special summon this card from the pendulum scale.
Ah, okay.
So it's like infinitely comes back if you, or you can like synchro summon it from the pendulum scale. And then for the best card, Clearing.
Yep.
It just comes up sometimes. Random protection effect also helps against decks that use high level monsters. And then of course it's my favorite card, so I had to have it in Ghost Rare. That's it for level 7s. For level 8s, I play double Crystal Wing.
Of course, makes sense.
Yeah, it comes up quite a lot. Where if you open weak hands, you just go for the Hagoita play, where you synchro for this, and then summon a level 3 Speedroid Tuner, revive this, and then make another Crystal Wing. And then Kite Drake, which is one of the most broken cards going second. It says on synchro summon, you can either choose between 2 effects. You either destroy all other cards on the field, or you can negate all your opponent's face-up card effects. So it's a dark rule for every card your opponent control, or just a black rose, except for itself. And when it's destroyed by opponent's card, you can search a win monster from your deck.
Broken.
Yeah, so it's recur resources, or it searches resources, and it's board breaking.
Breaks boards, yeah.
Yeah. And then for level 10s, never summon this.
Alright.
Like it could probably just be a second one of this, but it might come up.
Fair enough. But how much did this one work out today?
It was quite good. I broke pretty many boards going second. I broke a Drytron board where he had anti-spell as well, where I made Wind Pegasus to pop the anti-spell, and I just summoned this and then cleared some monsters and then attacked, and then it's just a broken card.
Yeah.
It's like it's just like Dragoon. It randomly has like it's a broken card in itself, and then it randomly has like a destruction effect for something. And this card, I mean, I don't know. It's alright, but also if it gets destroyed, you can search a win monster. So it replaces itself, but I think in most cases you would want to summon this over this.
Okay. Alright, well that's the deck profile.
Yeah, I think the deck will get better when Speedroid Scratch comes out, but I think like the playstyle is the same. It's just the consistency that that is lacking. But again, it's a fun deck, I think, and it's not the best deck, but if I could have had one more turn in the last round, I could have now gone X1, but yeah, it is what it is. Time rules are time rules, and I can make.
It happens.
It happens. But I think like for a fun rogue deck, I think the deck is pretty good actually, and it has place.
Alright, interesting.
Yep.
Alright, Team Paradigm signing out.